Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Game of Thrones Legends mobile game content. So today I wanted to talk to you about one of the topics that we've been discussing in my community quite regularly. We've been having a discussion lately on my Discord about the gear drops. How does it work? Can we establish patterns? We've been recording information for a couple weeks now, and with all the members that have been participating on the Discord and posting screenshots about the gear drops that they got and where they got them at, and what stages in the campaign were they, and what difficulty level and all that stuff, we've kind of pinpointed what we think is going on, but we're not still 100% sure. But I did want to go ahead and kind of throw this out to the community and see what you guys think about it. So to kind of explain what I'm seeing, what we are seeing from the information that we've gathered, is if you'll take my Daenerys Targaryen, for example, you'll see that I have all of her subclass gear except for one piece, this piece right here. This piece is not subclass, but the rest of it is. And I did do quite a bit of farming for her because she was my anchor of my party, so I constantly focused on strategist gear for weeks after I started the game to get her where I was at. But then I noticed kind of a pattern among my heroes, and that was I was almost at a point where I had all the subclass gear, and then I would get hung. And then I couldn't get that last piece. And that continued on to other characters. Like if we look at Ned, for instance, on Ned, I've got almost all of his subclass gear except for one or two pieces. Okay, so that's the protector. Then if I look at, who's another good example? Grey Worm. For Grey Worm, I've got all of his gear except for one piece. Then if I look at, I can't remember how far Rhaenyra is. Rhaenyra, I have all of her gear except for one piece. Okay, and I have been farming these characters non-stop. Ghost, I didn't really have all of, I'm missing a couple pieces on him. But it just kind of seems very patternish, if you can kind of understand what I'm meaning. I have a feeling that, and I don't have any proof to back this up at all, other than all of the screenshots and the data that we have collected among my house members and my hundreds of Discord members that have participated in this. I have a feeling that the game is designed in a way that whenever your account is created, you're basically assigned a loot table. And that loot table causes you to be able to get almost all your subclass gear except for certain pieces that are assigned to your loot table to be short. And I think that the reason that the game may do this is to keep you on the treadmill, to keep you trying, to keep you playing, to keep you grinding, to hopefully one day get that drop you're looking for, all the while knowing that you're not going to get it. But the players don't know this because nobody has said anything from the developer side. And like I said, just, take this with a grain of salt because I have no proof to back this up other than it just looks that way from all the data that we've collected. It seems like gear drops in a certain pattern in certain cycles, and then it repeats, and it just keeps going over and over and over, but it's always the same gear. It's always the same slot item gear for the type of character that you're farming. And you're always going to be short. Now, there is an exception to this that we did notice. And yes, there is going to be that one-off person that says, well, I have all my gear for this character, and they'll post a screenshot and everybody just kind of scratches their head and says, wow, how did you do that? Because none of us have been able to do that, and we've farmed 10,000 battles trying to get that gear. But there is a couple of exceptions to this, though, and my Tyrion is one of those exceptions. Tyrion is a character that I do have all the subclass gear for, but I also noticed that the characters that are on the Gold Road come with 4 pieces of their subclass gear as a reward for buying the Gold Road. So Tyrion and Aemond, they both have 4 pieces of their subclass gear already given to you. So then if that's the case, then all you got to do is go farm one more and you've got a full set for those. So I have a suspicion that the characters that are on the Gold Road will be the only characters that most people will be able to get a full set of subclass gear for. Now, I know that that's a big assumption and kind of a bold statement based with no, real definitive answers from the development team to back that up or anything, but it just really seems that way. And I'm telling you, I have analyzed hundreds of screenshots of gear drops based on the participation of the people in my Discord, and that's kind of what I'm seeing. Now, I may be completely wrong, I may be completely off base, I don't know, but it will be interesting to see what those people that have the Aemond from the Gold Road are able to get. I have him, but I do not have him leveled up to 50 so that I can put his gear on yet, because I was just not interested in using him as a character. I need to go ahead and do that so that I can test the gear situation between him and Tyrion to see if the Gold Road characters actually are able to fully subclass or not. But that's neither here nor there. That's just where I'm at with him right now. But the next one that will be on the Gold Road will be this character right here, Jon Snow, the King in the North. He's going to be the next Gold Road. So will he be the next one that most people can get a full subclass epic gear set for? Be interesting to see. And I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that because I actually do have gear for him quite a bit. And of course, the first one I tap is one that I don't have his subclass for. In Epic, anyway. But yeah, I mean, for his other gear, I've got some subclass gear for him, I think. Well, maybe I don't have as many as I thought. Oh, I know what's going on. A lot of his subclass gear that I have for him, I've got on Ned. And that's why I'm not seeing it in the list. But that'll be interesting to see, what goes on with that situation after we actually get another character on the Gold Road so that we can kind of look at that gear situation and see how it works out. So, if you have any suggestions or if you have noticed any patterns in gear drops or gear drop rates or gear drop methods and you want to discuss that, I would love to hear what you have to say, because we've gathered a lot of data and we've kind of made our own little assumptions here and there based on what we've seen. And I've got a lot of very intelligent people on the Discord that have analyzed this stuff a lot smarter than me, and they have kind of come up with, what they think is going on. But if you would like to contribute to that discussion, by all means, look in my description of my video for a link to my Discord. We would love to have you. We've got an open Discord that is got a huge community built up that centers around this game, Game of Thrones Legends. There is no official Discord for this game from Zynga, so other than that, your only option is to join a community Discord. And we've got one set up that has, a ton of activity, a ton of friendly people, and we have sections for alliances and news and all kinds of stuff going on. So if you're interested in joining that, then we would love to have you. Also, while I have your ear, I would like to put out the announcement that my house, the Three-Eyed Ravens, has one open spot for someone that would be willing to join the Discord and communicate with us and then join in game. I would ask that your power be 350,000 or better. And if you're interested, then follow the link in my description of my video and join the Discord and message me. And we'll talk about getting you in, because I've got one spot I'd like to fill with an active, interested person that's willing to communicate on the Discord as well. So thank you for listening and watching my video. I appreciate your time. I know that you could be doing 10,000 other things, but you chose to spend your time with me, and I really do appreciate that. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in Westeros. Better hope you don't get me in PvP. I'll wreck you.